It is quite literally ridiculous the amount of movies we're getting this year and the level of quality we expect them to be, at least. I really can't believe it, and I think you need to hear this list for yourself.
When you're up and down and you're over and out, come listen to your friend Stephen Brown. This is the show with Stephen.
What is going on, massive legends and true believers? Welcome to Breaking It Down with Brown. It's your host, your boy, Stevie B, a.k.a. Daddy Cool, a.k.a. God damn, this is a lot of movies we gotta look out, boy. While researching topics for this week's video, I found a list of not every film coming out this year, but the most anticipated ones. And this list is way, way longer than you think it is. There's a lot more stuff on here than you could ever imagine. So let's jump right into Scream 6 comes out today, Friday, March 10th. The Scream movies do not miss a beat. It is, honestly, when you think about it, the strongest horror franchise. Every film is pleasurable. Every film is good. It's got Jenna Ortega, of course, as the main character now, where I remember when the first Scream with her and it came out, and I didn't know who she was, didn't pay much attention, and now she's huge, so she's really become like the focal point of the franchise, it looks like. Up next is an odd little film that seems very generic. It's called 65, meaning 65 million years ago. It's starring Adam Driver, and it's about him. It's about the beginning of how humans came to planet Earth. It's sci-fi, and it's basically that humans show up on planet Earth, and there's dinosaurs and stuff like that, and we have to survive and fight against them. And this leads to civilization as we know it, and they were basically aliens, but kind of like a weird little action movie. I think this is Adam Driver's attempt to stay in the action. Not to stay in the action sphere, but to be still part of big AAA, blockbuster type movies, since he was in Star Wars and all that. And although I think it's going to be pretty generic, I think it's going to be a lot of fun because it's Adam Driver fighting dinosaurs. So at least there's that. I'll touch on both of these quickly. Also, on March 17th, we get Shazam! Fury of the Gods. The first film was all right. I think I've seen it twice, maybe. Very forgettable, but it was fun. A lot of people enjoyed that. One of the better movies coming out of the DCU mess. Zachary Levi, that man is really charming. He's like a opposite universe Jim from The Office or something. So I will watch it. I'm not going to see it in theaters, but when it shows up on HBO Max, I'll definitely give it a watch, and I will be, it will be swiftly forgotten. Also, alongside that, Inside with Willem Dafoe. While this may be, a great performance by him, and I like Willem Dafoe, and I think he's enough for me to watch a movie just because he's in it. I just think that I've already seen 127 Hours. This is not something I really need to experience, and I think it could be rather boring. It has the potential to be pretty boring. So this is something that I'd have to be in a particular mood to watch, something I definitely wait for it to be on demand on home video. Now, this I seriously don't know how wasn't on my radar. John Wick Chapter 4 I knew was coming, but I didn't realize it was coming so soon, March 24th. And you just can't miss with John Wick. Now, I did think that Chapter 3 was a little lacking, in my opinion. I think it was probably my least favorite of the franchise. They're still great films, and I don't know, I want to look into, I don't know who's in charge of the fight choreography and in charge of the stunts work and stuff like that, but it is the best. Man, the best I have ever seen. I love it. All right, coming on March 31st, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. This one looks like it's going to be surprising to me. It's like the right amount of generic. I know there's a lot of, nonsense going on in Dungeons & Dragons right now with their open game license problem. But this movie, I love medieval. I'll watch almost anything medieval fantasy. And this just looks like it's actually going to be a good time. Like just a cool, have a beer, hang out, watch this movie. April 7th, everyone's got this on their calendars, the Super Mario Brothers movie. I think it's going to be great. I know that specifically the Chris Pratt stuff looks really dumb. Like the interviews of him make him look really dumb when he talks about the game, and he's not doing Mario's voice or doing a character or anything. He's just being Chris Pratt again. That's fine. I love Chris Pratt. He's very charismatic, and he's a good actor, truly. And this movie looks just super cute. Like a real good time, and I'm sure it's going to make billions of dollars, and it's going to produce a lot of sequels, hopefully. I think I could watch 1 million of these, I'm sure. Probably lower on other people's radar, but really exciting for me, and specifically my girlfriend, who is like, this is, I think, her #1 movie of the year she's waiting for, is Renfield, April 14th, horror comedy starring Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult. It's going to be awesome. Some good vampire funniness. You know, it's kind of coming right off the heels of what we do in the shadows. We're getting a lot of good vampire content lately. Now, a nice little, what looks like a nice little lower stakes reboot of the Evil Dead franchise, Evil Dead Rise. Love the Evil Dead movies. Very specifically, I'll share, because it's going to be a long video, I'll share a short story. When I was in high school, in my first band, every weekend when we go to band practice and jam and stuff at my drummer's house, and when we were finished playing music, we'd smoke some weed and eat some food and watch Army of Darkness. I watched that movie every weekend for a year. Okay, I love the Evil Dead franchise, so I have, you know, high hopes for this one, and I don't think they can upset me because it looks good and it's doing its own thing. I don't care what you say about me. If you watch enough videos, you should know that I have a pretty mixed opinion on things. I don't stick to one side of any coin. But Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm not a Marvel shill. I'm a Marvel fanboy. I think the MCU has a lot of flaws, but Guardians of the Galaxy is certainly not one of them. Guardians of the Galaxy stands alone as a great film franchise, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, May 5th, is going to hit hard for a lot of people. It's been heavily teased and mentioned, and just by looking at the trailers, someone's going to die. Multiple people are maybe going to die. Maybe Star-Lord dies. Maybe Rocket. I hear people think Rocket Raccoon's going to die. We do get Rocket's backstory as he was made by the High Evolutionary. It's going to be a tearjerker. It's going to be a great time. It's bittersweet because it's the ending of a great trilogy of films. Fast X, a.k.a. Fast and the Furious, number 10, May 19th. If there's one thing you can bet on, it's that Vin Diesel will never die. This man is immortal, and he's going to keep making you see these fucking movies. These movies are so bad, it's good. Yes, this is not something I think I'll see in theaters unless my mom makes me go. This is my mom's favorite movie franchise. I don't know why. That bitch loves them. But this is something I think I'd rather just get drunk on the couch and watch. But I know that eventually I will. I don't think I even saw the last two. I know that I will see this at some point in my life. On May 26th, The Little Mermaid comes out. Nobody really cares. June is a huge month, okay? We get a lot of big things, specifically for me that I'm excited about. June also being my birthday month. It's going to be a special month for me this time. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, June 2nd, right away. The first movie was great. I can't wait to see this one. I can't wait to see the third one. I know it's going to be a trilogy, and I hope that they do more with this. Art style is just perfect. It's just, even if you took Spider-Man out of it, the sheer spectacle of these films is what it's all about. They really get animation. Animation's meant to be inventive and fun, and I'm just so happy they're doing something different finally. Puss in Boots used the same kind of animation style. You really should check out Puss in Boots if you haven't seen it. That movie was a surprise hit, man. That shit was insanely good. I was late to the party. It's streaming now on Peacock, though, for free. On June 9th, something that I'm really excited for, and I kind of like surprised me, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. We're going to get the Beast Transformers in a movie. And I'm surprised they're still making Transformers movies. I'm totally fine with it, actually, because just recently, within the last year, not this year, but within the last year, I watched not all, but most of the Transformers movies over again. And a second, so as a child, I liked them. You know, I watched them as they come out. As I got older, I got cynical and was like, these movies are terrible. These are bad films. And yes, they're bad films, but dude, now coming back the third time around, these are fun. They're just fun. This is a good drink a beer, turn your brain off movie. And the Beast Transformers, the annual Transformers, that's just where it's at, man. Optimus Primal. I have a passing interest in Elemental, June 16th. Elemental has been talked about largely by people on the internet because I know people love Pixar. Pixar does make good films. I will watch it eventually. I don't know if I'm going to see this in theaters. Probably not. Probably watch it on Disney Plus when it drops. I liked, wasn't the last Pixar movie was Turning Red, right? That was good. I really like that. So I'm sure I will like this. I love family, kids movies, stuff like that. On the same day, we get The Flash, June 16th. Now, June 16th is 2 days before my birthday. I will be seeing these movies for my birthday. The Flash, at least, I mean. The Flash, now, The White Blur. Yes, the fastest man alive, Ezra Miller. He's always outrunning these cases. This movie is going to be a mess. I've talked about this in my other videos. This movie is kind of like an adversary. It's like this enemy I've been waiting to confront. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch it, and I'll try my best to enjoy myself, but I just won't see the Flash, I'll just see Ezra Miller. You know what I'm saying? I cannot have the disbelief or whatever. But I don't know, dude. I don't even like the DC movies until James Gunn starts. I probably won't like anything other than like the Batman movies and Joker. So Wes Anderson's coming back on June 16th with a comedy known as Asteroid City. I'm going to keep myself kind of blind about this one because I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. It's by Wes Anderson. It's got a big, awesome cast. I'm seeing the cast right here. It says Margot Robbie, Tom Hanks, Edward Norton. I'm sure it's going to be fun. You know, I don't need to know anything else. Jennifer Lawrence makes her return on June 23rd in No Hard Feelings, a comedy about a woman who gets paid to sleep or to fake date someone's son, who's just out of high school because he's a virgin. They don't want him to be a loser. This is a popular tale that we hear about a lot now. These kind of stories keep happening, and it's kind of funny they're making a film about it. Also weird to see Jennifer Lawrence in it. I like Jennifer Lawrence. I know she's got a lot of flack lately, but she's beautiful and she's a good actress. So hopefully it will be fun. June 30th is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. There's a lot of questions about this movie people are having, of course, with the whole fact that it seems that they're going to be going for a new trilogy, I believe, and that Harrison Ford will be passing the torch on to Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who's going to be the new Indiana Jones, and she has a vagina, and a lot of people don't like that. She's a great actress, though, and you know what? I think it'll be fun. It'll be all right. We can do it. Why not? Now, that is just the end of June. That is just 3 months. And this video is getting long, so let's go ahead and run through some of these. First off, there's going to be a new Insidious movie called Fear of the Dark. There, if you like those. We get the first part of the last two, I believe it's only going to be two, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, which I really like those movies. I hope it will be good. Every Mission Impossible is fun in some way, so I'm really excited to see that one. Love James Bond, that kind of stuff. Those are good spy thrillers. Oppenheimer, everyone's really excited about this. I could give a fuck less. This seems so boring, I could not care less. July 21st, we get Barbie with Margot Robbie and saying Will Ferrell, but also why can't I not remember the beautiful man's name? Ryan Gosling. Everyone's excited for Barbie. Barbie's going to be great. The 28th, we'll get the Marvels, which no one is excited about, but I know there's going to be a lot of people dunking on the Marvels when it comes out, so be prepared for that. We also get Meg 2, The Trench. I don't know why they made the first one. I don't know why they're making another one, but Big Shark movie. Go Big Shark movie. We're getting Gran Turismo, which is going to be an adaptation of the video games Gran Turismo, which, you know, are about racing cars, because there's a big story in Gran Turismo. August 18th, we'll get Blue Beetle, which I don't know much about the film and what the plan is, but hopefully it will be good, probably not. We also get in August the Ninja Turtles movie, Mutant Mayhem, which I myself am really excited about. I've thought about making a video on the controversy. It's not really controversy, but basically all you need to know is that April O'Neil was never meant to be black. If you did your research and you read the actual original comics and you listened to what the creators said, the co-creators, both creators, April O'Neil was originally white, and they thought about maybe making her Asian at one point, but no, they decided to go with white. They never considered making her black. Sorry. It's fine that she's black in the new one. I don't care. I don't think that anyone really cares about that, but people get misconstrued. It's not about racism. It's not about anything like that. People just want the character to be what the character was, because she used to be a grown woman who was a strong, independent female who was a reporter and kicked ass and ran around with the Turtles and fought the Foot Clan. Now she's a 12-year-old black girl who's fat and frumpy. Okay, an untitled Please Don't Destroy movie. You don't know Please Don't Destroy. They are a group of sketch comedians that are on SNL. They are the funniest part of SNL. I cannot wait to see that movie, being produced by Judd Apatow. We also get The Equalizer 3. No one cares. We get The Nun 2. Nobody cares. We also get A Haunting in Venice, which is the third movie in the Murder on the Orient Express series. No one really cares about that one. We'll get The Expendables 4 in September 2022. I've never seen any of The Expendables, which actually, now thinking about it, I probably should go check them out. They're probably not bad. Kraven the Hunter is coming out October 6th. It's very odd. Aaron Taylor Johnson is playing Kraven the Hunter. That's actually pretty cool. You know what? Hopefully it'll be good. I'll keep an open mind for it. Saw 10 coming out October 27th. I really like Spiral. I love all the Saw movies. I think they're all fine. They're not all great, but they're all good in some small way. So can't wait for another one. Dune Part 2, November 3rd. The first Dune was really bad, but everyone seemed to love it. I hate Timothée Chalamet. whatever, dude. We also get a new Godzilla movie coming from Toho. This is going to be, I believe, made for Japan. Not sure. It could be more westernized. We'll have to see. We'll be getting a Hunger Games prequel in November 17th, which is lightly interesting. We'll be getting a movie called Wish, which is a new Disney movie. Don't really know what it's about. We also get the Willy Wonka reboot and a remake of The Color Purple. And then right before Christmas, December 20th, because what says Christmas like ghosts, so we get a new Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel for Christmas, as well as on Christmas, Aquaman 2. If you like bad movies, they've got you there. A Leonardo DiCaprio-led Martin Scorsese film called Killers of the Flower Moon will be coming out on Apple TV Plus, as well as airing in theaters. It doesn't have a time placed yet, but I'm really excited for that. Anything with Leo, I'm in. Murder Mystery 2 is going to be released on Netflix at some point this year as well, it looks like. And the first one was pretty good, Murder Mystery 2. Anything Adam Sandler does, even the bad ones, I'll watch it and enjoy it in some way. Ooh, that was a long video. It's going to take me a while to edit that. Probably going to take me all day because I'm going to try and get it up today as well. But there you go, folks. There's so many movies coming out this year. Specifically in these next 3 months, in the first half of the year. Insane, just the amount of big franchises that are going to have releases. We're getting really spoiled this year, and I think it's probably like because of the couple years that were messed up because of COVID. Now we have all this stuff that's getting to come out, so I think it's going to be honestly pretty good year. And maybe we'll do a roundup at the end of the year and see how all these movies fare, and I'll rank them or something. That might be fun. We'll rank them. That's what we'll do. I'll go ahead and rank all these movies at the end of the year. That's a good plan. But if you like this video, guys, consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me. If you didn't like this video, I really appreciate you sticking around, giving me your time, listening to an opinion that's different than your own, and giving me the views. If you hated this video, you probably like playing Tetris. I'm sure your mother doesn't love you, and you should go get bent.
The show is over, but you're still here hanging around. Why don't you hit subscribe?